Art Napolitano, and with me today is a dear friend of mine from Ireland. He's co-founder with his brother Graham of Graco Studios, which does professional television and film production. We go back many years because we've had mutual experiences in direct selling and network marketing, direct-to-consumer marketing. But right now, I'd like to just ask you, since the pandemic, we didn't get to see each other until
Absolutely.
that happened. You made this big investment to start this brilliant studio. Tell me about the studio and your investment.
Well, like everything else, traditionally, when you're starting a business, and it takes a lot of skill from the point of view of the equipment that you need to do something that we were passionate about doing, we ended up having to invest at least six figures in our business to start it and get it going. And it's one thing to invest in equipment like you do. It's another thing to run that business on a monthly basis. And traditionally, it's at least 5 figures for me to open the door each month just for it to keep going. And what we found funny was we actually were comparing our business model, our traditional business model, to what would be the classic networking model, and in this case, the Zinzino model. And when you think about it, to start your business, your investment in your business is like 1,200 euros, okay? 1,200 euros, and...
Or less.
And if you get a bunch of customers, which we do in film production, which takes us ages to acquire, you can get your customers and get a full return of your investment as fast as you get your customers. Now think about that. How fast am I going to get a 6-figure return on my business? Whereas when I looked at the Zinzino business, if I invest today, literally, depending on how fast you go to work, you could get it back in 2 weeks. Like, seriously.
Well, think about it. Not just for what you did, but there are so many people, millions of people start businesses. This is the dream. I want to control my time, have my own business. So they think traditionally, they start a home business, something maybe even less expensive or even more expensive. You go to a Class A franchise. And that's the truth. The expenses are high, the overhead, you're dealing with so much taxes, inventory, hiring, firing. There's just so much to it. And it's great if that's what you want to do. But most people are misinformed and uninformed about network marketing. Now, you've been with me in other network marketing companies, and we've had some success. We've had some things not go so well. Obviously, the pandemic changed a lot of things. Then I had this company called Zinzino come into my life, as you know about. And I picked up the phone, and we had a phone call about Zinzino. What did you see that was different about Zinzino, and why did you say yes to network marketing in Zinzino?
Oh, well, the very first thing is when you get a call from Art, you say nothing and you listen. Because if Art is phoning you, it's for a all jokes aside, for a very valid reason. And anybody who gets the phone call, just listen to Art. So essentially, I had a few health challenges myself. And the fact that this was related to the health industry, I was very open to listening to what Zinzino had to offer, not just from a business point of view, but I really wanted to listen to about what it has as a help as in regard to health, because I personally have had my own health challenges over the last couple of years, which range from shingles, kidney stones, to what we've learned now is serious chronic inflammation in my joints. To the point where if I got an attack, I would be bedridden for a week. It was that seriously. So when Art told me about I said, sure. And we were just in the middle of a couple of projects at the time. So we were slow burners, but we went on the products, and focusing on the products for a month, I can categorically state I have had no inflammation issues with both my knees and my ankles, which, as I said, caused me to be bedridden. Another thing from COVID, the days ran into each other, and I used to steal my father's sleeping tablets to help me sleep.
Wow.
Right? Viva, oh my God, has that been a godsend. My sleeping pattern has completely changed to the point now where I go to bed at a reasonable time, get a great night's sleep, and I'm up at 5 o'clock. And for the first time in my life, I'm 52 years of age. I hit the gym at 6 o'clock now. And I started lately doing it religiously. And it's such a joy. I never did that when I was younger. So there was that. Oh, and another big thing, I quit smoking on the 16th of April after 30 years, and it was because of Viva. It helped me get over those withdrawal symptoms really fast. Another thing, I quit coffee on the same day.
Wow.
Because behaviorally they went together, so I needed to cut out those behaviors, right? And then I quit. Another thing, naturally, not unintentionally, I've given up all soft drinks, but I gotta have the carbonated water, as you know, Artie. It's great for you with a little lemon. But no sugar drinks. So even just from using the products, my life in 3 months has changed so dramatically from a health point of view. Even that alone is worth the investment in getting involved in this business. Now, depending on how much you want to grow your business, yes, there's a fabulous networking business that I'm actually learning more about. And thanks to Art, who's an expert in this area, he's been great at educating me step by step on the different parts, which I'm gratefully learning about. But you know what the crazy thing is? As I'm learning, I still don't know a lot, but when I go into my back office and I see money in there, I don't know where it's coming from.
And promotions you've been getting.
Yeah, it's like, ka-ching. I was like, we never experienced that before. And now it's happening. I'm seeing dollar signs in my back office. But you know what's great about this? It's the energy of the people, the excitement, because what we do is test-based.
Right.
It's not guessing. We're not selling some idea of health. We actually can test it. And it's not like, and then, it's one thing testing it and you get some results, but we can offer you suggestions and solutions how you can then improve it. Because we're all about preventative. And if you actually look at some of the statistics in regard to the World Health Organization and where we are in 2024 compared to just 60 years ago in regard to our health, you need to pay attention, because I've had to pay attention at 52 years. And if I had have ignored it, I don't know how long I would have lasted for. So yeah, I'm really excited about the Zinzino message and the journey. But you know what the crazy thing is? We're just getting started.
We're just getting started.
We've just come out of an event this weekend where the training and the caliber of people that are joining this business is absolutely outstanding. Like, I'm learning about these doctors and these people that you would never consider being in this industry are joining because they see not only the value of the products and their authenticity, but it's the people that are being kind of attracted to this company called Zinzino. And you know what, Art? I am so glad you made that call.
Well, Colin, you could just feel your excitement, and your personal story is remarkable in just a few months. I wouldn't have blamed you, or probably anybody, if they'd been through the ups and downs of some of the networking situations we've shared together, just to say, you know, we're dear friends. We still hang out when you come to the States, come to visit me at Lake Winnipesaukee, or we come to Dublin, we'd always be friends, right?
Absolutely.
But, you know, to have a business in common with someone you really care about and want to spend time with, that locker room time that makes doing something fun. And you're doing this and still running your studio. And I hear you got some major stars coming in and some big projects you're working on. So congratulations on your traditional business. And again, if you're out there and you need to learn more, we got a lot of videos, a lot of information. We don't have products like other companies. We actually have a specific set of products that work as a system, and they're all science-based. And a lot of people can say that, but are they testing or are they guessing? We test with a dry blood spot test to make sure you're getting the right nutrition for you. So your testimony is phenomenal. Thanks for all the work you and your brother Graham are doing to help us with all the production. And you've been brilliant, man.
Well, all I can say just before we go is thank you for having the time and energy to do your due diligence, to look into a business that, because of your value integrity, you have so many people that believe in you that you just have to spend your time doing that. And you did it. And when I talked to the other people that looked at it and they say the exact same thing that you say, Artie, we found a new home. This is where we're going to live, and it's so exciting.
It is. Well, listen, thanks again. Great to see you.
Cheers. Thank you.